Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Ola and my channel is called at Doll's Mummy Diaries. Here is Florida and you have already started watching this video where I'm showing you the transformation of Florida to an ethnic doll. And as I explained, it all came about when Florida stopped talking. She stopped talking in February 2022 and I was devastated. I did everything I could to fix her, but she just couldn't get fixed. So I then put on eBay, but after 6 months, nobody bought her, and I thought that was clearly a sign. And to be honest, I was relieved. It was a sign to me that she's meant to stay with me. She had a lot of watchers though. She had 10 people watching her, but nobody made an offer. So I took off eBay and I started to search for a replacement Hasbro My Real Baby 2000 doll. But I knew I couldn't throw her away. No, that would be such a shame to throw her away. And then the thought came to me, hang on, you really want this Hasbro My Real Baby 2000 ethnic doll. You can't afford it. Why not transform Florida into that doll? And that's how my journey began. The first thing I did obviously was remove all her electronics. They weren't working. There's no point in her having them anymore. And actually her electronics did get sold on eBay. And then I actually made it into my own reborn doll. So that's the journey that's being explored on this video. If you pay attention, I'll quickly just explain to you that I used this hair dye. I used a black one to start off the process. I smeared it all over her body for a few days. I then added a paste of coffee and tea bags to her. So I didn't open the tea bags. I kept them as they were, but I just made a really strong cup of coffee, added the tea bags, and then added some more coffee to make it pasty, so it wasn't watery, it's kind of pasty. I then added that on to the hair dye that was already on her body. The whole process took about a week, and I do love the outcome. Absolutely stunning. Just look at her. She's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't you, my baby girl? You're gorgeous, my baby girl. Mwah, 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 mwah. So anyway, I'm going to let you get back to the video. Remember, like. Oh, guys, if you want to see the video of me applying hair dye to a reborn doll, go to the description on this video and you'll see some links to those videos where I show you how to put the hair dye on the doll and how to apply the coffee and chocolate paste to the dolls. Guys, so remember to like and to subscribe, and very importantly, press the notification bell so that you always get notifications when I upload my videos, and I upload quite a lot. And I do get feedback from people where they say, oh, I didn't know you uploaded that video. That's because you need to click on the notification bell. So do that now. See you soon. Hello friends, I'm here again. It's Tuesday now and Florida has been soaked in a hair dye, coffee and tea mixture for the last 2 days. So today's Tuesday and I'm going to move to the final stage, which is to add a nice cocoa powder mix on top of what I've already coated her with, which is the black hair dye, the coffee and the tea. So this is her hair, which, as you know, is naturally blonde. This has for the last 2 days also been soaked in the coffee, tea and black hair dye mix. This is her body, which has also been soaked in the coffee and tea and black hair dye mix. So now it's time to put 2 heaped teaspoons into hot water. Just a little bit of water because I want to get a paste. I don't want it to be watery. I want it to be thick, like a paste, so that it doesn't get messy, you know, just brushing it onto her skin. So much more easier than if it's watery and it's just leaking everywhere. So I've got a cup here of boiling hot water. Now I didn't use boiling hot water with my silicone baby dolls, the reborn silicone baby dolls, because I wasn't sure whether that would actually be too much for their soft silicone body. I mean, they're solid silicone, but Florida's skin is much tougher. She's got vinyl limbs and her face is rubber, but it's a tougher rubber. So I'm thinking I should use hot water, because if it's tougher, then it will take a lot more to get that skin color to change. So I've got boiling hot water here. Put some in there. I'm going to make a little paste for her limbs, but for her face, I'm going to soak her in the hot chocolate mix. But for her limbs, I'm going to have to make a paste so that it doesn't get too messy and drip all over her lovely cloth body, which I've wrapped in newspaper, but don't want to take any chances because I don't want her body to get stained. So I'm making this paste, and what I've decided to do is to actually put this paste in the microwave and heat it so it's really boiling by the time I apply it to her arms and legs, just to make sure that it really does have the effect that I want, which is to change her skin colour. And I think it being hot might actually help. So that's what I'm going to do. Put in there for 1 minute. I had to stop the microwave. There's still 22 seconds left because it was obvious that the mixture was getting thicker and thicker and I didn't want it to burn. So putting it in the microwave actually was great because it was a little bit watery, but now it's really thick. This is what I need. Hi friends, I've been spending the last 25 minutes just working the chocolate paste into Florida's facial skin. So I made the paste for her limbs and for her head. The one that I used on her limbs got all used up, so I had to make some more chocolate paste for her face. And what I simply did was use a paintbrush to keep on working and working and working the mixture on top of the coffee and the tea and the black hair dye. So she's got, I think she's got 4 dyes on her now. One is the chemical dye, which is the black hair dye. The second dye she's got is coffee. Then she's got tea, and then she's got hot chocolate, cocoa powder. So with the face, I did add a bit of water to help me really paint her facial skin to make sure that it does come out brown. And I just went over and over and over. You know, like when you were a child and you had a colouring book and you used to colour and you wanted every single white space to be filled with that colour, and you went over and over and over. That's what I'm doing here, because when you initially put the paste on and you wipe it with the paintbrush, the colour comes off and you see her skin tone underneath. So it's not properly coloured. So you have to keep on going over and over and over and over until when you do wipe it with the paint, you don't get her natural colour coming through. You know that you've done enough painting. And I used the residual mixture that was left in the bowl to paint her hair with the chocolate dye. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with what I've done so far. So I'm going to leave her now for probably 2 days, and after that she will be ready with her new look, and fingers crossed she'll be dark enough to pass off as an ethnic baby. Okay, well, I will speak to you again. So I washed out the hair dye, and the hair didn't come out as dark as I would like it. Just a little bit darker than the blonde that she already had. So did a little bit of research on internet, found out somebody says that you try using a marker pen to dye your doll's hair. So that's what I'm doing. It's looking fabulous. I've used the marker pen. This is an orange colour. And it's coming out nice and brown on her hair because she's already blonde. And I've also been using this darker one. I'm just using both colours on her hair. Okay, guys, here I am, and the Epsom salts that I showed you that are going to take the place of glass beads in order to give Florida some baby weight. I've put them in 2 little pouches that I've created from old pieces of cloth, cut-offs. So I put the Epsom salts in 2 little pouches that I made using elastic bands. So they're going at the bottom of Florida's body. So I've taken all the wiring out. And then I've used toilet roll for her neck. So that's going to go in there. And I've got her a voice. So basically, I recorded Fiji, her twin sister. I recorded Fiji's babblings and, you know, crying. etc. on this microphone. It's a 2-minute microphone that I bought from Amazon 2 years ago for a lovely reborn baby doll that I had. Oh, that baby doll was gorgeous. I loved him. And all that was missing was that he didn't speak. And I was determined to get him to speak. So I bought this off Amazon for about £10, which is maybe $15-16. And I went onto YouTube, found some baby babbling recordings and recorded them on this. And I tied this to his back under his clothes. And then anytime I wanted him to speak, I would just press this button here. This one is the record button. Had to wrap it up in paper and sellotape, because if you hit that record button accidentally, it wipes off the recording. So I've got Florida's new voice for her here. This is her voice box now. Let's have a little listen. So I'm going to put that inside here, and then Florida has already got Velcro at her back. That's how she came when she was bought. So I just need to just close it like that and she'll be fine. So I will get on with that and I will be back with you soon.